So a lot of people I'm noticing on Twitter. I was very active a couple hours ago, sharing my 2 cents, and I'm not out here like trying to bash and point fingers and say no, because mind you, I got skin in the game too. So not to make light of, but just you have to put a smile on your face no matter what, and keep pressing forward. Just because he's going back, you just make better decisions tomorrow. So I put together just something. Hopefully, you guys find this funny. But
we sitting in here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
What came to mind about all this craziness, and especially when it comes to cryptographic tokens, like we're talking about software. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about real world items. We're not talking about something you can feel. Things that make sounds. Like you can't substitute this sound. Like you can't substitute that sound. Like we're talking about software at the end of the day when it comes to this whole cryptographic space. Like there's a big difference between this sound right here and just like punching keys in a screen. And people have become too emotionally attached to software. They're placing this artificial value on software, thinking that it is real electrons and protons and it has an atomic structure for things that really give long-lasting value. And I'm thinking like, it's just amazing how much emotion right now is really being stirred up over looking at digits on a screen when we all know it's temporal. And that's where the video I did earlier about, wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure is. And so keeping things in balance has never been more important, because if not, it's going to cause people to lose a lot, not only monetarily, but financially, spiritually, physically, you name it. But think about this. Whenever financial ruin happens, people tend to do things that, they can't undo. And, the person mentioned, like thinking about the amount of, lives lost, the amount of people who might actually take their own life because they feel that their financial lives are now ruined because of software. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where it's like, it's very dangerous out here. So take that with a grain of salt, but remind you, we're talking about software.